Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to Katy's Kingdom, where we dive into the weird and wonderful world of space exploration. Today, we're talking about something that might seem simple, defining space. But trust us, it's a whole lot more complicated than you'd think. So let's start with the basics. You know how we use the term space to describe the vastness beyond our atmosphere? Well, scientists have been trying to pin down what exactly constitutes that boundary for decades. And guess what? It turns out there's no one-size-fits-all answer. That's right, folks. Different countries and organizations have their own definitions of when something officially becomes a spacecraft or an aircraft. Take the Fédération Aéronautique Internationale, for example. They define space as starting at 100 kilometers altitude, but that number can fluctuate depending on various factors. But wait, it gets even more interesting. Some researchers argue that this arbitrary number isn't always accurate and suggest a different altitude range. Spence Wise, Senior Vice President of Space Missions at Redwire Space, points out that the behavior of objects as they re-enter Earth's atmosphere is key to determining their status. He says, you can really drive orbits down, maybe down as far as 150 kilometers, but there's a cost you pay for that. So why does it matter? Why do we need to establish these definitions in the first place? For one thing, they help us understand how our spacefaring machines behave and operate. And let's be real, if we're going to send humans to Mars or establish colonies on the Moon, we'll need to know exactly what we're dealing with. As technology advances, however, these distinctions can become increasingly blurred. New types of vehicles are being developed that defy traditional categorization. So, do our definitions really matter? Spence Wise agrees that they don't have to be absolute. He says, is it still worthwhile to climb Everest? We need these agreed-to norms or definitions of this hard and epic thing to do. And in the context of commercial travel to space, he believes the Kármán line is a totally fine thing. Well, there you have it, the curious case of defining space. It's not as straightforward as you might think, but that's what makes it so fascinating. If you're interested in learning more about space exploration and all its complexities, be sure to subscribe to Katy's Kingdom for more videos like this one.